hope you can hear my guitar all right. I hope you're all right. I'm just moving things off my screen. We're back. We are back. We're back in this white box I call a room. I've missed you. I'm sure you've missed me so much. No? It's very nice to be back. It's very nice to be back with you here on the internet, hopefully streaming seamlessly, smoothly, cleanly and wonderfully. Today we're going to do another song. I've got my electric guitar out. The guitar in question happens to be a 1963. I might have talked about this guitar already. Sorry, very boring, very geeky. 1963 Fender Jag. Fender Jaguar, or in America often said Jaguar. We're just a bit proper, I don't know what we are in England, we just say things and take a bit long saying the full word. So Jaguar, Fender Jag. Wow, something sounds strange over there. I've got it plugged into my little amp, which is a Yamaha TH something, 10? I can't remember. It's one of the brilliant little Yamaha home amps. I'm just talking for a bit to let everybody arrive and say hi. Who have we got? Play your song, please. Very forward. I will soon play my song. Play If You Ever next. Noted. Where am I in the UK? I'm in London. London town. I am in London, in the UK, where you can't see it where I'm sat right now, but it's so sunny. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous outside, which is really quite hard to deal with, to be honest, because we're not allowed to go outside. Well, we're allowed to go outside once to walk around, to get some shopping, and then we're going to come home. And there's lots of people in London who don't really have like a back garden or anything, so I'm thinking of them a lot right now. Brian's in the house. Hey, Brian. I'm thinking about the people who can't walk around outside in their own sort of gardens and stuff. But so I'm thinking of you right now because I live in a city where I don't have a lot of outdoor space that's my own. I have a little bit, but there's lots of people walking around the streets in this beautiful weather because it's beautiful weather and that's what people like to do. But we can't right now, so they're all just doing their allocated little bit and then going home. I'm going to get into this because I think there's a load of people here ready to hang and check this out. And it's not like the longest song in the world, but there's a lot of parts. And I'm going to try. This is a song of mine that I'm going to do for lesson number 6. I reckon it's 6 this week. I think I said 6 last week, but I'm going to go with 6 again this week. This is a song of mine that's really kind of for the band. It's not really a solo song. I think you can play it solo. And I think anybody at home who wants to, who likes this song, will totally be able to pick up an acoustic or an electric guitar and do both, and they'll be able to do it on their own if they want to. This week's song is called Pink Lemonade. I did that like it comes up on the screen. It doesn't because I'm not that high tech, but it's called Pink Lemonade. This guitar is tuned what we call standard, so it's just the basic run-of-the-mill E, A, D, G, B, E. Super easy. It's how all guitars are set up most of the time. So if you've got a guitar that's been sort of half in tune, sitting in the corner for a while, and you've picked it up, find yourself some sort of tuning device. This one is a spot. Oh look, double me. Wow, look at that. This one is a Super Snark. It's called. You can clip it on the end of your headstock and tune your guitar. I think I'm pretty in tune. This is a really old guitar from the 60s, so they don't always stay that in tune, but that's half the fun of them. So you tune it standard in E, E, A, D, G, B, E, and then we play a load of bar chords. You know, those ones where you've got to get this finger and then doing all this other stuff. So I apologise to all the beginners and people still at the beginning of their guitar journey who are getting all those hand pains from doing all the bar chords. I know it kind of sucks, but work through it. Build those muscles. And you will find yourself bar chording your face off for the rest of time. Eventually. Okay. I haven't done this song like on my own for a long time. I don't know if I'm going to get it right. We'll find out. I'm going to give it a go. I hope you can hear me all right. And there's some parts that I'm not going to be able to play in this performance of it, but I'm going to break those parts down for you afterwards. Those are the parts on the record that you might have seen us playing live and all that stuff. Here we go. Pink Lemonade, take one, the only take, with all the bits that I mess up, just for you, live on Instagram on a Friday afternoon. Don't fall into my arms. Don't ask me to repeat it. Don't suffocate my heart. I don't know what I'm feeling. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Don't fall into my arms. I'll only disappoint you. I'll let you down. Don't go sounding the alarms when all I do is want you. Now don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. So don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Let me wake up, heavy head, lying in my bed with you naked. Go put that song on that you love on repeat till we can't take it. I wanna drink pink lemonade, watching movie trailers till it's late. And let's remember all the ones that we think are gonna make our hearts break. Now don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Yeah, thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. Thinking of you. Thinking of you. Thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. Thinking of you. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? I swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Yeah, thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. Thinking of you. My rock and roll like throwing of the pick. I'm just gonna grab that. That's great. Yeah. So there you have it. That is my solo version, acoustic / electric. This is an electric guitar. But it was kind of an acoustic solo performance thing of Pink Lemonade from my second album called Electric Light. It's another song that I wrote with my great mate, old friend, one of my favourite musical people. His name is John Green. He's a very talented man. So let's break it down. What's going on? I made myself some fresh notes. Say hi. Yep. Play song. Bar chords. Like I was telling you, this song is made up of all of these bar chords. And even for me just then, because I don't kind of play... I play all sorts of different stuff on the guitar. It's not always just loads of bar chords all the way through. But for the most part of that song, I am playing, especially in the intro, outro, and chorus, I'm playing bar chords. And I play them down this end. You can play them all up and down. But the simplest version, I think, particularly for the beginner folk who are listening in and want to know how to play this song, is you play an F-sharp minor chord. So this middle finger here is just floating. Ignore that guy. You fret it on the 2nd fret. And then these 2 fingers on the A and the D string on the 4th fret. And it sounds like this. There's your F-sharp minor. And then it's a B7 chord. So you kind of move things over. You don't have to go too far. This root note on the low E is now on the A. So you go there, and you keep barring with this finger across all those strings that you can see that it's covering. And then you go 4th fret on the D string. So 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, and you're barring that G string on the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret on the G string, and then with your little finger you want to catch 4th fret on the B string. And then if you want as well, you can get, you're barring the top E string on the 2nd fret. So that's your B7 chord. B dominant 7. It's that note that makes it a 7. That's as much as I can tell you about the theory of that chord. And then you've got some funky jazz chord that I've put into a rock song called an E major 7. And I play it like this. There's 2 different ways I'm going to show you how to play it. I do a sort of reverse bar chord thing where I get my little finger stretching across, my pinky finger for some people who call it that. You get my little finger stretching across the fretboard to the A string to the 7th fret. And then it's just, and what that little finger does is it mutes the D string. So, yeah, that's muted, so we don't have to worry about that guy. And then we can just bar with our 1st finger on the 4th fret, the G, B, and high E string. So you get that lovely chord there. So I'm going to go from the start because I want to come back to that chord. You got your F sharp minor, which is bar across the 2nd fret, and then 4th fret on the A and the D string. And then you just skip over a few strings for your B7 chord. 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the B, 2nd fret on the high E, F sharp minor, B7, and then the E major 7. So it's, and I'm going to show you another way to play this chord as well, but I'm playing it 7th fret on the A string, mute the D string, and then 4th fret on the G, B, and high E. Love that chord. Another way to play it, a little more simple, is your 1st finger on the 7th fret. And then you go, let me show you this guy, see if you can see this. 1st finger on the A string, next finger on the 7th fret on the D string. So, 7th fret on the A, trying to count, 9th fret on the D string, 8th fret, check that out, 8th fret on the G string, 9th fret on the B string, and then you're catching that top string with this finger. So you get that there. That's another way to play the E major 7 chord. But I play it here, so you'll see me playing it here. And then the last chord in the verse and the chorus is a C sharp minor chord, which is a pretty classic bar chord. 4th fret on the A string, 6th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, 4th fret there on the high E. So you got those chords. Intro, just so you probably caught it, but for the intro, don't worry about that 4th chord, that C sharp minor. Don't worry about that. That doesn't play in the intro. It's just, and then just a load of the E major 7. And then it thumps in with that big drum hit, and we're in. So that is the intro. That is also the chorus. There's one little change in the chorus. I'll get to that. But when I'm playing this, what you hear on the record, and when I'm playing this live with the band, I don't play those chords in the verse. For everybody who wants to know the other little part, you go above the 12th fret, you go to the 14th fret, and I play these little sort of top triads of these sort of spangly, shiny little top triads of these chords. So we're only working here, really. Let me check it out. Yeah, we're only working on the G, the B, and the high E string. So you got 14th fret. So don't fall into my arms, and then you put your finger on the 16th fret on the B string. So hold that same position there, and then just put middle finger or any finger you want on the 16th fret on the B string. Don't fall into my arms, and then that's the B7 chord, and then you move that first position up to the 16th fret. Don't ask me to repeat it, and then check it out. You got 16th fret, and then you got G string, 18th fret, B string, 17th fret, high E string, 16th fret for the C sharp minor thing. And then you can jump up. What you might hear on the record, I'll see if I can show you this. You go from there, and then I'm getting that, and then I'm getting my little finger up on the 19th fret. So that part on the record and live goes, don't fall into my arms, don't ask me to repeat it, don't suffocate my heart. And if you're playing the other chords, it's F sharp minor, don't suffocate my heart, B7, E major 7, I don't know what I'm feeling, C sharp minor. And then you're into the chorus. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind, I don't wanna talk to you. So far in the chorus it's the same chords as the intro and the verse. Do you wanna talk? Second half of the chorus. Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind, I don't wanna. Watch out, we're not gonna do a C sharp here, we're gonna do an A. I'll play it like that if you want, real simple. Open A string, and then 2nd fret on the D, G, and B string, and I open high E. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind, I don't wanna talk to you. And then we're back into the verse. Don't fall into my arms. I'll be up here if I'm playing it live. Don't fall into my arms, I'll only disappoint you, I'll let you down. Don't go sounding the alarms when all I do is want you. So don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind. Here's that other E7 if you want to play it like that. On my mind, I don't wanna talk to you. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind, I don't wanna talk to you. A chord. And then we just got a break, which is just like the intro. There's 2 cycles of the intro chord. And live and on the record, I come out here. I don't play anything. I just sing. But I'll show you what you can play underneath it. Just play the low end of those chords. Let me wake up, heavy head, lying in my bed with you naked. Go put that song on that you love on repeat until we can't take it. I wanna drink pink lemonade, watch a movie trailers till it's late. And let's remember all the ones that we think are gonna make our hearts break. A chord. And the way I'm playing that A chord is open A string, 7th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, open high E if you want it there as well. And don't ask me, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk? Oh wait, I got it wrong there. Out of the middle A, out of the bridge, you go to the other thing, which goes, and we're still on those chorus chords. There's really not a lot of chords in this song. You, thinking of you, I'm just thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you, I'm just thinking of you, thinking of you. Now we're on the home straight, real easy. I'm going to show these other parts in a minute. It's just those chorus chords again. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't want to talk it through. Do you want to talk through? So 2 rounds of that for the chorus to the end, and then you just got that. And the way I was playing it, if I'm playing it on my own, is I just hit the sort of the downbeats kind of things, like the pulses. You, thinking of you, I'm just thinking of you. And on the outro here at the very end, it just stays on that E major 7. Thinking of you. Pretty rock and roll. I say that because it was quite out of tune, and traditionally in rock and roll, it's okay to be out of tune. So there you have it. Those are the basic chords, and that's the sort of most basic version I can sort of show you of how to play Pink Lemonade, whether you're playing it in a band or whether you're playing it on your own. As far as like the bar chords, that's the basis of everything. And then this is what I do live in the verses, as I showed you just now. And there's a slightly more broken up version of that is played live as well, which is... It's the same shapes, just arpeggiate the chords. It's going from the G string through the B string up to the high E string. And then there's one other part that I wanted to show you, which is played with like an octave pedal, which means you play the low part and you get the same thing high. So same notes, just an octave apart. And you hear this from like the second verse, second chorus, which it goes... It's a pretty cool riff actually. It's on the A string on the 4th fret and the D string on the 6th fret. And you're going to go 2, 3, 4. And notice how on that last note, the D string goes from the 6th to the 7th fret. And then it moves down 2 frets. That's just the A string, 2nd fret, D string, 4th fret. And then it goes, I love how James Bay Stories is saying Bowie vibes. Absolutely what inspired this song. Nailed it. And then low E string, I'm going to play that just underneath, and you've got 2nd fret on the A and 1st fret on the D. And then the chord actually moves up to a C sharp minor, but the riff stays. And it goes, so check that out, so it goes do-da-do-da-do. 2nd fret on the D, D, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 4th fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the A string. That's how it works fast. I'll play all of that now, so it goes. So you got like, I'm going to play the root notes underneath so it makes sense. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's kind of tough, stretchy. 2, 3, 4. It's also because I'm at kind of a weird angle here. 2, 3, 4. So that's it. Those are the main parts. And what you hear on the record is a load of very distorted guitars. So lots of distorted guitars playing through, I think it was a Fender Princeton. Playing lots of those bar chords. There's a lot of this stuff going on throughout the track with a lot of reverb on it and some distortion. It's all turned up really loud. And then you've got that riff, which is also played an octave above. That's played an octave above, and that is about it. And then you've got some synthesizers going on all throughout the track, and the bass, they've all got bits of distortion on, make them sound all hairy and furry and cool. And that's it. That basically is Pink Lemonade. It's pretty simple. If you get stuck, I think as long as you stay true to F sharp minor, B7, E major 7, and C sharp minor, because the C sharp minor and the A, they're kind of the same chord in some way. But if you stick with those 4 chords, F sharp minor, B7, E major 7, and C sharp minor, then you'll be good. As long as you can sing over that stuff, or you got someone who can sing over that stuff, then it's all going on. I would like to just make a note and say, I play this song live with something called a Frank Brothers guitar. It's one of my favourite guitars. It's got 2 P90 pickups in it. It's got its own beautiful, this is not it, it's got its own beautiful, unique signature shape. For all the guitar geeks and guitar players out there who are interested, go and check out the Frank Bros. They are based in, I think it's Toronto in Canada, and they are some of the nicest guys that I've ever worked with in music, and they make incredible, beautiful instruments. So check out their Instagram page or their website. They just make brilliant instruments, and I play a Frank Brothers guitar live when I play this song because it always just felt right. And you can even see a white one. I play a black one live, but you can see a white one in the video for this song. So yeah, that's about it. I'm checking out my notes like a super pro down here. Check me out. I've written stuff like standard tuning and the key, and I've told you about all that stuff. I use a pick for the whole song. It's all pick. This song is as rock as it gets, for me at least. It's all pick. And I really just sort of work with, as far as the different amounts of distortion that I use, that's to do with how hard I hit the strings and what I do with the volume knob, which isn't this on this guitar, it's actually this, but that's for another day. That's about it, folks. It's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. I hope wherever you are good and you're happy. This is a strange time out in the world right now. And I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that it's brought us together to do this thing. But of course, I still wish that the bad thing going on in the world called coronavirus never happened. We just have to do everything that we can to prevent it getting worse and worse. We know what that is. We stay inside. We socially distance as much as possible. We wash our hands. As long as you're doing all of that stuff, we should be all right. And sooner or later, it's going to start to really go away. At least that's what we hope, and that's what we're being told. So we've got to follow that stuff. Take it easy. Be safe. Be kind. Love people. Love one another. And I will see you again next week. Give me all of your comments and let me know like what you want me to do, what you want me to play, what you want me to show you how to play. I'm trying to play myself out here, but I actually have to press some buttons on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But take it easy. You're all fantastic, and it's really wonderful to connect with you on here. I really appreciate it a lot. I'll see you soon. It's not a mic drop, it's a pick drop. Bye-bye.